Ugly man. So we are waiting for them to get rolled in here. Wow, over 600 questions. Wow. Are you there?
I'm here.
The questions are still trooping in. So
Bado.
yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
All right. ID. Okay, Alaide. Laide.
I'm right here. I'm
Awesome. Good,
here.
good, good. So, yeah. So this is now the live question and answer segment. They are already coming in. Yeah, they just finished from the presentation, so they're already coming in right now. And let us wait a bit and have a good number of them so we can start taking their questions. I'll be reading out their questions and then you can be taking them. All right. Anyone that is up to you, anyone that is for you, you can take it. The ones that are, supposed to be for me, then I can take that as well.
Okay.
Okay. So if you are there, make some noise. The chat box is there, so you can type in something so we know you are just there. Okay. If you are there, please make some noise. Yeah, we have a lot of them already in the house. Okay, now I'll be taking out your questions here. This is the live question and answer segment. So what I advise is there is a chat box. If you're using your mobile phone, look below this video, the window, there is a place to type in your question there. Then if you're on the PC, it's by the right hand side. So any question you have, type it in there. All right, myself and Olaide Ali, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, your video is not showing. Myself and Olaide will be taking the questions depending on who gets it. Okay, so I think before then we'll have a couple of questions. There are over 600 questions, 632 questions. That came in from the recession. Okay, sorry, came in from the presentation. Over 633 now, and they are still trooping in. Okay, hold on, we'll take our time to answer all of them. But I've actually, pinpointed a couple of them that are very, 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 that touches a very important issues. Okay, the first one there says, if someone doesn't want the goods, how will I return it back? Well, I will answer that question. The funny thing with this question is the fact that you've already conditioned your mind to failure. That's what I tell my students. That's actually a wrong approach to everything in life. You've started. When you are starting, your goal should be to get as much information as you want, as you need, as required to make it profitable, to make it succeed. Don't start making preparations for failure before the failure even comes. You know, if you condition your mind for failure, definitely you're going to fail. I don't know. I'm not too religious, but I believe that if you have that kind of a mindset, you might get something that is not good, actually, right? So what I think you should ask actually is, how do I make sure I get the correct product? That's positivity. That's pessimism. Not on the one that is optimism, not the pessimistic question. Someone asking how you returns good. That means you have actually conditioning your mind, right? Now, what you do is, I don't advise people to just buy, especially if it's your first time buying that product. Don't go buy 500 pieces of 200 pieces of 5 or 1,000 pieces. No, that is a very wrong approach. What a wise person should do, what differentiates you from a mini importer, you know, what differentiates you as a mini importer from a shitty importer is the fact that you do test buying first, right? You could buy 10 or 20 from a seller, and then when it comes in, you feel it's okay. Then, because buying is just a simple thing. You know, it's not, there's no big deal there, just as easy as chatting on WhatsApp. So you call for more. If it's not, if it doesn't meet your standard, then you know that you actually you just have a few things to bear. Okay, just a few something to bear. You won't be regretting buying 100 and then the quality is not as you know as it is as expected. Right. So that's that about the question. Then another one says, to make this 1 million monthly, do you sell directly or as an agent, and how do you convince your customers to buy your product? Now, you sell directly. We are direct marketers. You sell directly to those guys who are buying the product. They are all over the place. All right. Facebook has over 30 million Nigerians. That means 30 million market for you to reach. Okay. Talk about agents. You know, in the process of selling some items, some persons have contacted me. Oh, I want to be your agent. I want to buy in bulk. I just, okay. If the product costs, let's say 12,000 naira, you want to buy in bulk, and you're buying I'll tell you, just buy up to 100, and if I'm selling it for 15,000, I could give it to you for 9,000 or 7,000 or whatever. Just sell with a small margin. All right. So I think that is the much I've gone as far as agent is concerned. All right. But then when you talk about convincing your customer, no, we're not doing face-to-face selling. If it's about face-to-face selling, I should be the poorest man in the world. Like, I suck at face-to-face selling. All right. But keep me behind a computer or my phone. I can sell to thousands of persons, you know, talk them into buying, dipping their hand into their pocket and paying me. And that is actually what this system or Olaide has shown you today, you know, is all about. Okay. It involves setting up a system. It's just a one-page system. One will say a one-pager sales machine. Don't think it's a kind of engine you buy from Russia or Vietnam. No. It's something you do online. You need nothing spectacular. Just a domain name. Just a domain name and hosting, right? And then if you take up the e-com profits on demand blueprint, if you are lucky to come in, then you should be getting something more. We should be setting up that for you, like taking you along the line, setting up your first, you know, one-pager sales machine for you so that you can use it to sell other stuff. All right. So we are not, in essence, we are not selling, we're not going door to door or hawking it on the streets. We are setting up a one-page. As a matter of fact, the internet is the biggest place you can reach person, especially when you don't have any name. All right. Imagine the whatever they are doing in TBS. What did they do the other time? Or these programs, all these church people do. All right. They take years to, you know, publicize it, and then, you know, when they come there, highest 500,000 people or 200,000 people will come. Right. But on your PC, you can actually reach that number of persons in a day. You that knows nobody. All right. People going to Shiloh or Holy Ghost conference or whatever, they are going for the name, for the church name, the pastor's name, the whoever's name. But you've got none of such names. But then you can hide behind your PC, even use a pen name and reach out to big number of persons that is unimaginable. So the internet is the only place you can reach out to people. Now, what the one-pager sales machine does for you is you create it exactly the way Olaide shows you, or the way we'll be doing it for you if you come into the e-com profit on demand blueprint. If you are lucky to be there, okay, we set it up for you, and then, you know, show you a deeper, I mean, a look over your shoulder way of running your Facebook ad, so that your Facebook ad, while people are chatting on Facebook and Instagram, enjoying themselves, your Facebook ad will be showing on their timelines, right? Now, because you should know something about targeting. If, for example, okay, let me give an example. In the recent days, I've been shopping for shoes, right? I just grew some addiction for shoes, right? Now, when I open my Instagram account or my Facebook account, the only product I see, the shoes from different sellers. Okay, now there's a way this thing works. The ad automatically identifies what you like shopping, what you like talking about in your timeline and everything, and starts showing you related ad. Imagine if somebody is always complaining about pimples, and then you have a cream that deals with that. And then because the person is always asking questions about pimples on Facebook, then the next thing you do is you send them, Facebook will start flooding their timeline with a pimple-related ad. And then they will have to now have no option than to just buy your ad, your stuff. Right? So that is actually how to sell these things. It's 100% online. If it's about internet, if it's about offline, then I can't even do anything. I can't even bring in one person. I can't even convince one person. Okay, that's actually why I frown at the traditional way of doing this multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing is not a bad business. It's not a bad business model. All right, except for some persons who lie just to get down lines. Multi-level marketing is a very good business model in the sense that it sells a product. So if the system, if the market, if the network doesn't have a product, an evergreen product, then it wouldn't work. But if they have a product, then the only way to sell it is not the way those people teach you by going from door to door. No, you can actually set up a system online and sell these things, because that's actually the goal of every multi-level marketing company. All right, so you actually do all these things online, and one-pager sales machine help you 1000% achieve that, even if your teeth is ugly, your face is ugly. In fact, as a matter of fact, you can't be uglier than my friend Olaide Alim. All right, you can't be uglier than him, but he sits behind his laptop, all right, from his house, from his office, wherever, set up tiny ads that are very easy, like he explained. He showed you some screenshots. Set up tiny, the ads goes to Abuja, get into somebody's room, go into their phone and start showing in their timeline. The person click on it, and then the person buys, and he ships it from here, and the person gets it and pay. That is all. And that is actually how every money is made. You give something to get something. All right, let me get one more question here before I go over to the live question and answer section. Please, how do we get the goods across to the customers? You didn't pay attention while I was brushing on the basics. All right, now we don't vogue these goods to them. We actually deliver it using courier companies, and I gave a couple of them. I gave EDS. I think I gave Gig Logistics. I gave Zoom Logistics. There are a couple of them. There are hundreds of them. But if you come into the e-com on-demand blueprint, we'll be giving you more of these delivery companies and their contacts, to be able to contact them directly, how to better use them, and how to make sure you don't get much returns, because returns is actually the reason a lot of persons back out from mini importation and e-commerce business in their first 2 months. All right, you run an ad and you get 100 orders, and then you send out the 100 orders out of excitement. All of a sudden, they return 70 for you, or they return 80 and deliver only 20. Remember that these guys, most times, they charge you for bringing the item back. Like, they charge you to take it there, and they charge you for bringing it back, because of course they're in business, so they have to also make money. So they charge you to bring it back. Now, you might struggle to even find money to pay for, to have that item come back to you, right? Then you don't want that to happen to you. What you want to do is you have to take steps from the day one and make sure that you actually send products to people who want this product. That is why we deemed this necessary to include a very powerful resource in the e-com profit on demand system. We added a resource that shows you, NEPA has done their work. So we added a resource that shows you how you can actually make sure that you are taking your items to people, what to look out for, what to pinpoint, what to do, what to see before you can just ship out your items, so that at least you have 75% of your items delivered. Okay, let's go now to the live question and answer and take some more questions. Okay. Oh, they are pouring in. How can I get my Facebook ad on full blast? Wow, I love that question. I love that emphasis on full blast. Well, it's actually easy to go on Facebook now and start running ads. It is the easiest thing to do. As a matter of fact, 90% of people who run ad on Facebook they dash Facebook money. Now, let me tell you something. Let me blow your mind. Mark Zuckerberg does not have a farm. He does not have, he's not in politics and makes money from politics. He does not have an oil well. His only business, as far as I know, is Facebook. And how does he make this money from Facebook? He makes money from advertisers. All right. Now, if your ad is not doing well, you are making Mark richer. But the funny thing again, the irony of it all is, if your ad is doing well, just like, you know, the way Mr. Laide Alim explained, if you are running that kind of ad he talked about, that conversion type of ad, Facebook only charge you for people who place order on your site, not people who just click or who open your ad. That is how those other guys out there who make all the noise and make less money do theirs, right? Facebook only charge you when somebody puts in their email, their details, fill in that form to place an order. And it doesn't stop there. Facebook in turn gives you more data to make your ad targeted. All right, you get more data of people interacting with your ad, and then you use it to better your ad. And you know the end result? The end result is that Facebook, you know, congratulates you and rewards you for, you know, running ad cheaper and then make it further cheap. All right, it's very funny, but that's the truth. If your ad is doing badly, you get to pay more. But if your ad is doing well, Facebook gives you more data and charge you less. That's a very funny one, but that's how it is. So our goal is not to make Mark Zuckerberg richer, because we need his platform more than he needs us. As a matter of fact, because your 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira does not add anything to Mark's billion dollars. I think he's the fourth or fifth richest person in the world right now. So we need, if it's even possible for us to go and grab his own money and add to our own, we'll do that. All right. So that is why you need to do ad the right way. Why? How? By making sure you follow what Olaide Alim has just explained, if you want to run with that, or by you coming into the e-com profit on demand mastermind blueprint, where you would have a more in-depth, you know, step-by-step analysis of how, you know, Facebook ad works and how, you know, to run that conversion ads to make profit. Now imagine somebody said, I shared a testimonial. Somebody talked about, you know, him spending $10 and making 20 sales in a day on a product that he hasn't sold for over a year, that he has had around and he hasn't been able to sell. But with the tips we shared, he's able to sell 20 out of these 30, spending just $10. $10 is about 3,600 naira, and he's been able to sell, you know, 20 pieces. Now imagine if he's selling for 10,000 naira or 15,000 naira. That's 15 times 10. Now take off the advert cost and then the product cost. Of course, you should be smiling home with a big profit. So if you must run ad, make sure you run it right, else you make Mark richer. Now let's take one more question. I think I'm all the one doing everything. Somebody saying any guarantee on the offer. I think he's talking about the offer. Well, the guarantee there is that you come in, you take action. All right, you make sure you contact support. You make sure you take advantage of every support channel. Okay, because most people misunderstand this warranty. They think is when they come into a program like this and they do nothing, then they wake up one morning, maybe they need money to go and drink beer one weekend, they don't have the money. Then they remember that somebody promised them guarantee somewhere, and then they start knocking on your door. No, my guarantee does not cover that. My guarantee covers, you know, you actually taking action. And the funny thing is, if you're taking action in my own program, I just know. If you're taking action in my own program, I know, right? And if it seems you're not getting any result, then we can start discussing about the guarantee. You know, not you coming and then going your way and coming back again and say, oh, you offer guarantee, and I think I need that right now. Then someone said, please, with the offer one, is there a guarantee that I can get it done? Why can't you, right? What offer one is actually doing for you is helping you assemble all those things that you would have gone to pay, you know, give you details on how you can further do things like how to run that ad the right way, the professional way, all the plugins, all the tools, right? All those tools you see him use on his site, like the one that pops out, you know, order, you know, to tell people about others and all, and the one that totally, you know, drives using Instagram and telling people to send you a text message out of fashion using a form. All right. So we'll help you put all those things together. You know, help you actually monitor your site. As a matter of fact, like we look at what your site looks like and then tell you, do it this way, do it this way. That's actually what you get in offer one. Offer two is basically we are doing it for you. All right, we are doing it for you. We are importing 30 products for you. We are doing the products, the actual design of the site for you. We register the domain for you. We host it for you for 1 year. We design it. We install the WordPress and all the plugins, the Insta Builder, all right? And then we'll hand you over every other thing that's contained in Offer One. So if maybe your pocket stops at the Offer One Dex, no problem. It's still 1,000 miles ahead. It gives you an edge, all right? Just that Offer Two helps you, like, kind of help you. Maybe if there's something like kind of phobia, fear in you, that first time fear, will help you just push that away, right? Then, for a person like me that have the Offer One in your last presentation, can I pay the difference for the Offer Two? Mr. Uche, I don't think that is right. No, not the difference. If you want the Offer Two, yeah, you actually should know what to do. Log into the membership section again. I think there is an instruction on what to do if you want to get the details in the Offer Two. How do you know hot selling products and where to get them from? Mr. Laide explained that using AliExpress. All right, Mr. Laide, I think you explained that. Can you lend more voice, a voice on that, please?
Yeah, I did. I explained using by making use of AliExpress. Just go to AliExpress, and I believe you are with us when we start this online presentation. But if you are not with us, you need to go to AliExpress. Once you go to AliExpress, at your left-hand side, you will see different categories. When you see different categories, it now depends on the one that you want to go for, or it depends on the niche that you want to venture into. You will click on the niche. You are going to click on the sub-niche as well. Once you do that, there is something that you need to see at the top, which is feedback and the order. Once you click that, you will see it will bring out those items. The first one, the second one, the third one, you don't need to do anything about it. But from the fourth product, fifth product to up to 100 products, you can do anything. You can take any of those products. Do you know the reason why? Why I say you should not do anything with the number 1, number 2, number 3 is because those people that know the secrets, okay, they will go for number 1, number 2, and number 3. And at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of competition between you with other people. Okay, I want you to make money.
So I don't know why. Yeah, you are. Madugu, I don't know. You are not a new person, but I don't know your question. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. He said, do you pay directly to logistic company in China after selecting the product? Yes, they provide you the account details. You pay in Naira. They just give you the equivalent you have to pay in Naira. Do a transfer or go to ATM, do a transfer, or do a bank deposit, whatever. Show them proof of payment and boom, you are good, right? So Iritu Marvelous says, hello, how do you know the hot selling products? Okay, we've answered that. You said you will drop YouTube link to how to shop on 1688. Okay, thank you for reminding me. I'm popping that out right now on your webinar window, so look out for it right now. I've just popped it out. There's a link there. Better still, hang on. I would let that come much later because you might need to just move out of this question and answer. At the end of the question and answer, I will pop that out, right? I'll pop that out. So just stay tuned, right? Let's just take the questions. Now, somebody asked, Sapas, is the Ecom Tycoon course still available for low-income guys like me? So we can at least start from somewhere. Yes, it's available, Raymond, at ecomtycoon.com, right? But if you're getting the EPD 1 or 2, you're actually going to get that Ecom Tycoon course as a bonus and also get, the Recession Escape as a bonus, the one that talks about sitting down in your Face Me, I Face You in Nigeria and selling to people in faraway Ghana, Liberia, and getting your money in your Nigerian bank account without picking a call, without standing up from your desk, right? It's as simple as that. So if you are, if you can get the EPD 1 or 2, you get the Ecom Tycoon course and the Recession Escape course and more other things. So I think if you ask me right now, it's even more profitable getting any of the EPD courses than Ecom Tycoon course right now because you're getting more. But then if you still insist on just getting the Ecom Tycoon course, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So another one, do you have a WhatsApp group, please? Please, I don't like WhatsApp group. You know why? Because I'm always on PC, and I mean, if you drop a message there and nobody reply, that's actually why I don't offer WhatsApp.
I think there is another option for the guy that just asked about WhatsApp group now. We have a VIP Telegram group that you can join once you subscribe to any of these packages.
Awesome. Yeah, I think you remind me. Yes, we have. If you come in right now, like if you are very fast to come into any of those offers, you get a Telegram group. Yeah, Olaide masterminds that. A Telegram group. What does it do? You get access to that Telegram group for 3 months, and in that Telegram group, he drops hot products like hell. Like he keeps dropping them, right? Sometimes he drop 2 in a day. Sometimes he drop like 5 in a week. So you can just pick without having to go test. He's done all the testing for you and all that. But then it's not for sale. It's actually free. If you are coming into the EPD 1 or 2 right now, you get access to that. So I think instead of the WhatsApp group thing, we have that Telegram group. Yeah. Hi, Pat. Can one take offer 1 first? And if after checking it out, can decide to upgrade to offer 2? Yes, you can. Olusegun Oyetunji, you can. Yes, you can take offer 1 now and maybe upgrade later if that offer 2 will be available then. Yes. You said you will drop the YouTube link. Yeah, I'll still drop that. So chill is coming. What will be the fate of those without money? Well, they should go and pray. I think at this right time now, they should go and pray and also make sure that they have their PVCs and do the right thing during the election. That's all I can say right now. Prayer and doing the right thing. Then how to get seller machine? Okay, the one-pager seller machine. Well, he already taught that in the presentation. Get a domain name, get your hosting, which of course we give to you free if you coming into the EPD 2, right? If it's EPD 1, we'll just direct you on what to do, how exactly to do it, and then we'll give you a detailed instruction on that list that shows you how to do that, on your own, even by 12 midnight, right? But if you're getting the EPD 2, you are getting it. You are actually doing that for you, setting up your one-pager sales machine to sell your hot product. How cool! Then somebody said, "Olaidola, hello from Femiski." Okay, I think Olaidola should know you.
Femiski, my man, you are too much. You are too much.
Somebody said, "What if I don't have the exact amount to start the business?" I don't understand that question quite much. But mini production business is one business that you can start with what you have, right? Except you're talking about getting the offer. If you don't have the offer, I think you have enough information already. You can jump in and then do whatever you want to do. But that will entail you, going through trial and errors, uncertainties and all that. What our offer really do for you is to take that off from you and further get our attention to teach you and put you through, and make you grow some confidence along the line, right? Can I make a transfer using my mobile app for the EPD? You can make a transfer. I joke each time when I get this question. If it's possible to babalawo the money to us, no problem. All we need to get is that the money have come and you send us detail, and then we'll process your order and you get access. Transfer, bank deposit, online, whatever. Clicking using the pay stack option 2, whichever. Just you can click on the link ecomtycoon.com/get-EPD and you get all the details of payments. Yeah. Then what will be the fate of those without money? I've answered that. Please, can you tell us how to avoid fraudulent? Or Taru Mubarak. I don't know. You've been sending me an email talking about this fraudulent thing. Well, I don't know. Don't set out your mind for failure or for bad things to happen, because you eventually attract those things, as a matter of fact. Well, what we'll do is each and every step that is involved in all you need to do in this business, we make sure that we give you, the safest way possible. All right. For example, in paying for your product there, you pay to a Nigerian company here and they take your money there. All right. So after payment, send them proof. There's no way they will run away and say they've not received the money because the bank details are there and they have an office. So I don't know how else you think you want to do that. But if I think is as far as I'm concerned, very free. It was in the days of AliExpress that I think I've been scammed. I was scammed once, but since we found a way to really step it down and bring it down very, very to our level, Nigerian level, we've not experienced anything scam. There could be delays in 1 or 2 occasions, but that doesn't mean that they were really denied that you didn't pay them. You have a right, remember. Then Olusegun Oyetunji says the pay stack link only shows the offer 1 option and does not allow one to pick offer 2. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm going to fix that right away. I'm going to fix that right away. I'm so sorry about that. You see, that actually happened because I put in everything, you know, all through the day today, working on, you know, making sure that this presentation goes through. But I'm going to drop a link in the chat box right now. The link will enable you pay for the offer 2. Okay, the link will enable you pay for offer 2. Don't worry, I'm going to drop a link right now. And if you refresh the page, you'll get access to the offer 2 as well, right? You get access to, but just give me a moment while I fix that up, okay? Olaide Alim.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm very much here.
I think somebody asked a question. I think that should be for you. He said,
okay.
how? Okay, he said, hold on. Somebody said, I would love to meet you in person for live conversation and teaching. So I think Mr. Akko Isaac asked that question. So you can just throw a light on that.
Okay, Mr. Isaac, what you can really do for us to discuss about that, as a matter of fact, I'm not an office person. I don't go to the office all the time because I control my business anywhere in the world. And when you join this profit on demand income business, we'll be able to learn how you can control your business without even go to the office, how you can automate your business. The truth of the matter is that I'm not a guy that would go to the office all the time, but I do go to the office based on appointment. Okay, so all you need to do is this: just send me an email, send an email to mail@olaidealim.com, mail@olaidealim.com. Let's discuss about that. I have to check my schedule and tell you when I will be available so that you will come to my office at Ikeja.
You also did not mention that personally, I don't know about you, but I think that is the case with you as well. You don't come to office to come and talk about issues that can be talked about via mail, for example. All right, you want to ask pre-sales questions or questions, you know, I can just answer you, you know, a few lines, and then you want to come to an office. Most times I've come to understand that these people don't come, they come to office to come and really see if this person is alive or this person is real or something. I don't want that to be on me. Okay, if you should have a doubt, I mean, it's normal, but then I struggle with time. Like I tend to find time, you know, to do the things I need to do. Then imagine now giving time to questions I can answer in a minute. I mean, the world is becoming a global village. Why should anyone you know, have to come to, like I was saying on Lady that day, I think a time will come when we might necessarily not be needing office for all these things anymore. Because
okay, let me cite an example, boss. Let me cite an example. In 2017, I was selling this product. The product is Revive, and the manhood enlargement. I sold in 2017, and then if we put our office address there, a lot of people do come to the office to buy the product. At the time, we can get like 10 orders in a day from office, 20 orders in a day, 25 orders in a day. Office sale alone. But at the point in 2018, here, nobody cared to come to the office. They prefer you to deliver it to them. So they don't care about coming to your office. That means in this business, office is not even necessary. Office is not necessary at all. So in this business, office is not necessary. Okay?
Awesome. Okay, and if you are there, I've actually fixed the link. If you go there now, you see a link to pay for offer 1 and another link to pay for offer 2. So if you click on the link right now and you want to go for the offer 2, you can go for the offer 2 right now. The link is on the screen, and you can do that now. I'll fix that up right now. If you go to ecomtycoon.com/getepd, you will see it's been fixed. Okay. Okay, so another question. Let me grab another question before I continue the editing. Hi, I live in Umuahia, Samuel here, and I know you recommended some logistics company for those people that would want to start the mini import business. Yeah, there's no question here. There's no question here. Somebody now said, Ndubi Suchi, is the EPD going to be an ebook, and how will I receive it after payment? As a matter of fact, if you take action right now, you get instant access right now. It's actually something like a membership site where you have various, mostly videos. I prefer videos. We have videos of every step of the way, like you see us in real life. Teach that same thing. Do them on ourselves, right? Not like just writing and writing. I think recently I've come to understand that ebook, limits the things I want to do. So I focus more on videos, video courses. All right. So if I want to teach you Facebook, for example, you see me log into my Facebook account, you see exactly the place I click, you see exactly what I put in any place, and then you see everything in each step of the way. Okay, so that's how I think, video is better. So it's actually in the video format. So it's actually in the video format mostly.
Even Facebook recommend video compared to
yes, Facebook even love video ads than any other thing. As a matter of fact, YouTube is more visited than most text-based sites. People visit YouTube more than they visit Linda Ikeji's blog. All right, so video is the end thing. So that is actually why we are growing. We are moving with time. Yeah, with the trend, right? So I've actually fixed all the links right now. You can go to the ecomtycoon.com/get-EPD, and then you'll be on to the EPD payment platform. So you can get the offer 1 or the offer 2, and you'll be good to go, right? Awesome. Okay, I think that's done. Let's go back and see if we can take a couple of more questions, maybe before we call it a day. But the good thing is people are still around. They don't want to leave. Okay, he said, my question is, if I make the order from these companies, will they send it to my address or they send it to recommended logistics companies? Awesome. Now I get your question, Samuel. Now, assuming you stay in Umuahia, I think Umuahia is the town of that Mr. Spell. Buhari Bono EA. All right. Okay. If you get to what happens is every product you buy that come into Lagos, every of these logistics companies have their offices in Lagos, but they have an arrangement whereby if you don't stay in Lagos and you want your goods to get to you wherever you are, in Sambisa, in Umuahia, wherever, okay, you talk to them and then they can waybill it to you, but you have to bear the waybill cost, 2,000 naira. They waybill it to your location. That's option 1. Then option 2. Most of these logistic companies have warehousing arrangements. So you discuss with logistic company, send them details of your order that have just come into the shipping guys from China, and then they can go there and pick it, take it to the office and warehouse it for you. So that anytime you have an order, you push it to them, and then they can arrange it and then send it to the customer. How cool. With that said, even if you stay in Katsina or you stay in Agadez, in Niger Republic, or you stay in Morocco, it doesn't stop you from doing mini importation business from wherever, so long as you have internet access, because you can actually warehouse your products with any of these companies and then run your team from wherever you are. When you get an order, it's just as simple as sending it to them via WhatsApp. They copy it, print it out, do it, and then send you. So when it gets to payment, they pay you to your account. So that's how we've been able to demystify doing mini importation business from anywhere you are in the world. So how can I get the Ecom Tycoon course? Well, if you get the EPD 1 or EPD 2, you get the Ecom Tycoon course and the Registration Escape free. But if you want to get just the Ecom Tycoon course, that's 10,000 naira. You go to ecomtycoon.com, ecomtycoon.com, and you should be able to pick it up. Then Salahuddin Bilkis says, please answer my question. I really need to break through. I was loaned the 100K and I need to make turnaround with it. Please help me. I don't understand. I don't like it when people start bringing in loans. See, you are an entrepreneur, all right? How you raise money to start a business should be your thing, all right? Entrepreneurs is another name for risk taker. So if your own risk is about you going to loan, all right, what I advise you to do is make sure you are getting the right information from the right person with verifiable results and, verifiable information. then do your best and be optimistic and pray, because prayer also helps in all these things, right? Now, when you make that load of the loan overshadow, I mean, I don't really think is a cool way, right? Somebody said I came late. Yeah, Victor, you came late. I think we'll make the replay available for a short time. So after this event, you get a link to watch the replay. Okay, nice one. I get you guys. Thank you for getting us. I love to do this business, but I can't afford the offer. Is there a way out, Mr. Laide? You mean you cannot afford either of the first or the second offer? Well, I don't know. Maybe Olaide would help you, but I doubt. Do you know any convenient agent apart from MBC Sky Logistics? Yes, there are lots of them there. There are, I think, Chris Wickmore. There are a lot of them out there. But then I think in the EPD 1 and 2, whichever one you get, we have a PDF where we included all the contacts we use, the inner bedroom contacts, so that you can start using them as well. Oh, Olusegun Oyetunji said, I paid for offer 2 already. Congratulations, Mr. Oyetunji Olusegun. All right, we will not let you down. We can't hear you anymore. Are you sure it's not your network? Olaide, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you. You can refresh.
So you'll be there. If you can't hear us, refresh the browser and make sure you're not doing a lot of things on your phone, so that your internet is only focused on this, right? Okay, I think questions are no longer coming. Questions are no longer coming. Can I make a transfer using my mobile? Yes, I've answered that already. You can. You guys are really pain in the neck. I don't know what you're talking about. If you are pain in the neck and your neck is paining you, all right, you open your phone or whatever, maybe your phone that you're using for this, and then you saw the email, you clicked, or you saw the advert, you clicked on it, all right. You waited till the day of the training, and then you joined. You left off the presentation. You came for the live question and answer. You're still here talking. Well, if we think we look like Buhari, then it's your funeral. I don't want to really sound rude here, but then that's up to you. If it's not fine for you, it's okay. You can go and get solution, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying we have the magic wand that can knock money into your bank account. No. We only found something that worked for us and have been working for our students, and we thought we should share. And I believe nothing is absolutely wrong with that. Okay, no more questions. No more questions. No more questions. No more questions. Let me see. There are some. My question is, if I make order from these companies, will they send it to my address? Okay, we've answered that. Okay, we've answered the Umuahia question. Okay, now I'm going to drop the YouTube link. Yeah, in case if you are there, I'm dropping the link for all the resources I promised in the training. Yeah, I've just dropped the link right now. It should be by your right-hand side if you're on PC, or below the webinar window if you're on mobile. So go there. You see the video on how to search on 1688 and the link to Hugo Host and Domain King. Yeah. I think we've taken all the questions here. All of them. Let me see. Are there more questions? Oh, thank you, Oluwayomi. Thank you, Oluwayomi. Raymond, I've dropped the 1688 link. And do we need to set up one-pager sales machine every time we want to upload a product? Well, you know the good thing? The good thing is you can actually get one domain name and have multiple one-pager sales machine on it. One domain name, one hosting, and have multiple one-pager sales machine on it. Like, for example, the one Olaide showed you was on a particular domain.com/serum, right? Now, if you have something on a back pain, for example, you could have that domain name.com, his own domain name.com/back pain. So you can have multiple without having to get new domain, without having to get new hosting. That's the beauty of these things. And you can make money with that as well without having to spend money on unnecessary things you don't need. Okay, somebody said, do you start with a conversion ad first, or you run a traffic after which the conversion follows? William asked that question. Olaide, I think you can throw light on that.
Okay, if you want to test a product, maybe you run your test, you did a research on AliExpress, you now find out that, okay, this is a winning product. Okay, the next thing that you are going to do is to run Facebook advert. But what you need to do, you are not going to run a conversion ad because you want to test out whether this product will work or not. You need to run post engagement ads. Post engagement ad, that one will give you if people like it, if they comment, if they share it. Okay, and at the end of the day, when you now see that okay, a lot of people are commenting that I want to buy this product, the next thing that you are going to do is you will know that okay, this is a winning product. Okay, we import the product. Once your product lands, you will now the advert that you are going to run will be conversion ad, not post engagement ad. You can only use post engagement for test run, not the main thing. Okay, not the main thing.
Awesome. Okay. Now I think that should be very clear. Then I have another question. Okay, said he was actually referring to NBC. Okay, I was wondering because he said you guys, but it's okay. NBC guys, to be very honest with you, let me just tell you something right now. Logistic is not a ties play. It is not in my parlance, they will say it is not a dance that you have snuff in your hand and you'll be dancing it. No, it's very serious, right? Now we don't really understand lots of what these guys pass through. Now let me be very honest here. These guys don't own any airline. They don't control the custom. They don't control NAFDAC. They don't control NDLEA. They are law-abiding Nigerians that are subject to all these authorities, right? Now imagine you buy a product. Let me start from China. You buy a product, and then they go to China airport to go and send that product. Like they've done their best to carry that product to the airport to send it to start coming to Nigeria. And then the airline says they won't carry this product because it's just quote any reason. And then they try to talk the airline into carrying the product and they refused. Now, it's not their fault, right? They will still be looking out for a solution, for an option, right? But you down here in Nigeria, you will think they knowingly don't want to just lift your product. But it's not so. Okay, now I think a logistic company had a problem with a lady. The lady bought a good number of products, and then one of the products contained a battery. And then in the airport, they removed that particular product and it's in a small box. Now the lady has orders for that particular product. The lady didn't understand the reason that happened that way. He started cursing out. As a matter of fact, the lady is a military woman. If I didn't intervene, he would have gone there to go and scatter the whole place, So I started explaining every bit of how this thing works to the lady, and she understood. All right, and then I got both of them together to make sure that the guy have the chance of always explaining to the lady. Now, what we should be looking out for in a logistic company is people that are that don't cut out the communication gap is so wide, right? If they are talking to you and say, oh, this product we couldn't send it to because it has issue with custom, and then you are because of that judging them, taking them to be a very bad company. I mean, it's not proper, all right? But if there's no communication at all and then you're not getting your product and everything, then that is actually when I think they have a question to answer. That's actually when, if you complain to me, I can talk to them and then see what we can do to help the situation. But above all, just understand that logistic company is not a child's play. It's not a child's play, all right? And some guys also make the mistake of, because you have orders, then you want 2 days shipping or 3 days shipping to turn to 20 minutes. I mean, you can't do miracle. It's not because you are on the other end and you now want every other thing to work perfectly well, like we're in heaven. No, these guys are humans as well. They can even forget some things sometimes. So allow that human, tendency to always come in. Sometimes it happened to me when I look at it, I say, well, this is actually what human being does. Sometimes when you pay me for a product and I promise you 3 days, I end up delivering on the 4th day or the 5th day. But then somebody who doesn't understand will think this guy is always doesn't want to. But then it might just be that I couldn't humanly do anything about that. So sometimes let's also look at this from the human angle, and let's also put ourselves in their shoe. And we shouldn't believe that because we are in the other end, every other thing on the other end should work perfectly the way we expect it. No, right? Please, you said something about 68 being purely Chinese. How can we get to know what actually need? When you get access to that video I've just given, I popped out a link already. When you get access to that video, you would get a detailed answer to that question. How do I register in order to buy from 1688? Please go through that video, the 1688 video. I popped it out on your webinar window. Thank you very much for the webinar. I will walk my way out. Thank you, Salahuddin Belix. All right, thank you very much for this webinar. Thank you, thank you. Do we start with conversion? Okay, I think that's all with the question and answer. Okay, somebody says send the mail now in the promotion Gmail tab. All right, yeah, please, Olusegun, this is what you do. Disable that promotion Gmail ad. All right, I think click on settings somewhere by the right hand side, and something will pop out. You see all your inboxes, the promotion, untick everything, leave just only inbox. All right, because that thing is one thing that I've made a lot of people miss opportunities. Sometimes when companies send you, maybe you've written an application, some company reply you are waiting for it in your inbox, you don't know it's in the social or in the promotion, and then you miss out. All right, what I did for mine is I disabled it and make sure that every email lands in my inbox. Yes, that's what I do. That's the best thing I think you should do as well. With your Facebook ad strategy, how much is your daily budget on the product? Or like they answer that question, please. How much is your daily budget on the product?
Depends on you, but as for me, sometimes I can spend 50K, okay, and at times I can spend 70K or 100K. It depends on, that is why I said it depends on you. You can start with 5K. Once you see the level of the conversion, you need to increase it. Like yesterday now, I put in 70K. Day before yesterday, I put in 50K. So it's totally depend on you. Okay, that is what we call scaling. That is scale to the moon. Once you notice that, okay, the product that you are selling is hot in demand, people are requesting for it. The next thing is to do what? You scale. Okay, sell the product until it will no longer sell again.
Don't wait. What I do. Continue selling and firing it as much as you can. Hit it, keep hitting it. As a matter of fact, you know, there's what I call break-even points. All right. You realize that anytime you put in 1,000 naira, you get 2,000 naira. I mean, anytime you put in 2,000 naira, you get 4,000 naira. That means you have a in physics, they call it a principle to work on. What you now need to do is scale the hell out of that product. That's actually how you make this money, right? You know, instead of just putting 2,000 and relaxing and waiting that you continue selling it to price come or something, right? Go and put in 100K if it's possible. Put in 100K on a day so that 100K, judging from your principle that you've established, can make you times 2. I mean, using that projection. That's how to make this money. That's how to make this money. That is actually how to make this money. So I think we'll learn from that and go put that into action, right? Now, guys, it's not enough attending webinars like this, right? It's not enough, like I said earlier, it's not enough. If you live here and count this as one of the webinars you've attended, it will remain so, right? But if you live here and you start taking action, no matter how small, take action, no matter how small, then you would, in time to come, you would congratulate yourself and thank yourself for taking action. You'll be asking yourself, what if I hadn't acted? Then what would have become of my life right now? I mean, everybody have this procrastination thing in their head. My own too much. As a matter of fact, I became a father. It's even got worse. I became a father. I'll see lots of things that I will have to do to make money, right? I will see product that, oh, this product will make me money. All I need to do is just to spend 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, set up the process and then let it run. And then I'll say, I will. The year will run out. Any day, I mistakenly just kill that procrastination spirit in my head and I do it. And then I see result. I'll be like, man, so this thing have been here and I've been missing out this money. All right. But the funny thing is, it still happened again. So what I beckon on everybody is these things are bound to happen. Try as much as possible to always find your way to kill them. Procrastination is no man's job. It's no man's friend. So try as much as possible to run away from procrastination. Start doing it, no matter how small. Don't let it be too perfect. Start doing it and then improve along the line. Improve along the line. Okay. I think on that note, let me see if there's any question here. On that note, we call it a day. So thank you for being here. Thank you for coming through. Some person said they can't see the link. If you're on mobile, check below the video. Check below it. If you're on PC, it's by the right hand side, right? Thank you for coming to this online presentation. If you have any question, feel free to shoot it to our email box and we'll take our time to get back and answer all of your questions. Thank you. and hope to see you some other time. Mr. Laide.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We will see you at the top. I will see you at the top. Mr. Patrick will see you at the top. Thank you. We love you.
Thank you. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.